Hi guys, welcome to the Fourth Moment Weekly Roundup, and this is where you get your weekly dose of local football action. And with me, as usual, Coach Andrew Pequeno.
Hello, Shamiel.
How's it? You've been at the Bale?
Yeah, I've been at the Bale. I was at the Bale yesterday, recovering from my flu. As you can hear, my voice is a bit croaky.
Yeah.
Very nice. I was very impressed with the quality of the football yesterday on day one.
Tell us quickly about it. We're just going to talk about Bale quickly. Venue?
Very nice. The fields are in excellent condition this year. Very green, lush. Very nice. I was very impressed. The setup, as usual, you can watch many games if you stand on the hill there. Very, very nice. The main game last night, very entertaining. Safa Cape Town against Cape Town City, big crowd.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so how was we've been there on the first day, you were yesterday. How was the crowd compared to?
I thought it was actually a much better crowd than before, than last year. I thought there was much bigger crowd from early. From 3 o'clock, first game, there was a nice crowd coming in. People were queues to come in yesterday, which was very nice to see.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought it was very good. I thought the teams are well supported.
Yeah,
a lot of teams. Weghesdal for one, a lot of support for them. Hanover Park also in that game yesterday. And obviously you got the normal teams. Ubuntu, Cape Town Spurs, but they're following.
Which games did you watch?
I watched Hanover Park versus Weghesdal. Entertaining, end to end, 2-2. Yeah. And I watched the Greenwood versus FC Porto.
2-1.
2-1 to FC Porto. Very nice team.
Yeah.
I've got to say, if you want to watch a team that plays nice football,
Porto?
Always from the back.
Yeah.
Porto always play from the back. Very nice.
Yeah.
The keeper, you watch, the keeper is like a sweeper keeper. He actually bypasses the centre back sometimes to play, so it was actually very good. And then I watched the main game, Safa Cape Town versus Cape Town City, which Safa Cape Town beat City 1-0.
Yeah, and also, obviously, today's game being Thursday.
Yes.
City, Safa Cape Town team won again.
Yeah, they beat Ubuntu 2-1 after Ubuntu thrashed Westridge 9-0 yesterday. So Cape Town City are currently ahead against Westridge. So it's all going to boil down to Cape Town City versus Ubuntu. One of them will make it through to the winner section.
Yeah,
in that final game.
Okay, guys, so remember Bale 2024 or Premier Cup Bale 2024. Go out to Erika Park and go enjoy some football. What's the entry fee again?
I think it's 30 Rand on today being Thursday, and I think Friday's 50 Rand, Saturday's 50 Rand,
and then
Sunday.
And then the finals on Monday.
Yeah, Monday's also 50 Rand at Athlone Stadium. And you got to buy your tickets online, so go on to that. I think it's ticket
for Erika Park also?
No, Erika Park you can buy at the door.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's the details on the Premier Cup. And go out and go watch the youngsters play.
No, it's very good.
But it's always a good tour.
Shamiel, the game I also watched the Rebels versus Stellenbosch game, which was 1-1. Rebels gave Stellenbosch a very, very good game. Very entertaining football. Rebels are up after 10 seconds. Steadies came back, equalized before halftime, and it stayed 1-1. I thought it was a very nice game by Rebels.
Cool. Okay, guys, so obviously there's no fixtures this weekend because of Easter. So there's no ABC Motsepe and the third division fixtures, but obviously we're going to talk results that happened last week. And,
some big results on the weekend.
As usual, a lot of things happening at this time of the season, which is fantastic for us. So ABC Motsepe, we're going to look at those results first. Young Bafana winning Santos 2-1.
Yeah.
I suppose that's a expected result.
Yeah, listen, I didn't think so. I thought Santos were actually doing quite well. Young Bafana at home, I would think, they're tough to beat on that field. I think Santos, pretty much, dampened their hopes of winning the stream.
Yeah.
I think they're out of contention now. Good result for Young Bafana. They needed the points just to secure safety.
And then Junction Rovers getting a point at Royal Blues, and I think they sort of slowly ensuring their safety, if not yet already. First season of the
I think they're pretty safe in that stream. I think the bottom two are going to struggle to catch them now. Good result away from home.
Yeah. Then looking at the other results there, Ikapa Sporting and FN Rangers.
3-3.
Yeah.
Wow, Shamiel. So I saw on social media some of the people complaining about the lights at Nyanga. So maybe the keepers didn't actually see the balls going in the back of the net. But listen, 3-3.
That's a good story in the ABC game.
Yeah, I think if you were there, you were entertained. I don't think Coach Sachi and Coach Zane Raycliffe would be very impressed with their defenses. I think Coach Sachi would have been a bit disappointed. I don't think he sees his team concede 3 goals too often.
Yeah.
I think from his attacking side, he would expect them to score. So listen, it's 2 points dropped for him in his quest for getting the stream, but at the end of the day, it's no train smash when you look at the stream log.
And then Okania getting a result over Ubuntu. That was a bit of a surprise, 2-1.
That I never expected, Shamiel. I mean, we knew Okania won their first game, lost the rest. We didn't think that they would beat Ubuntu the way Ubuntu have been playing. Listen, we got to give them kudos. They got the result. And like I always say, Shamiel, the teams that are needing points, home games are important.
Yeah. Okay, so we look at the log for the ABC Motsepe A. We've got FN Rangers still top of the log, 6 points clear there. From now, Nova Park. Well, Nova Park was in second with 23 points.
Same games now.
Yeah, that's the difference. And then Santos, 12 games played, 22 points. And then bottom of the log, Royal Blues there at the bottom, 5 points out of 12 games. And Ukania with 6 points out of 11 games.
Yeah, listen, and I think, that bottom two, Shamiel.
One of them going down, eh?
Yeah. Listen, there's still a few teams got to go to Beaufort, so we never know what happens there.
Okay.
But that game is going to come down to Ukania versus Royal Blues. It's going to come up in a couple of weeks' time. I think that's going to decide who gets relegated in that stream.
Okay. We now want to look at fixtures for the following week, because obviously then we're going to talk about next week.
No. We'll talk about next week.
We'll talk about that next week. So, right, ABC Motsepe B. Some of the results there, all the results there. So, Friday night, I think it was, you had Cape Town Spurs versus Zizwe. And I actually thought Zizwe would do some damage here, but they got a loss against Cape Town Spurs, sorry.
Yeah.
Cape Town Spurs winning 2-0.
Good result for Spurs. Spurs at home, never easy, Shamiel.
Yeah.
Never easy.
Yeah. And then Grassy Park and Hout Bay. GP is carrying on going.
That's a team we earmarked a long time ago when we saw them play against Marties.
Yeah.
A good result for GP again. Home form. They need to pick up the home wins.
Yeah.
They've still got the two big guns that are around them, Clearwood and Marties away from home in their run-in.
Yeah.
But that stream now is hotting up. I don't think it's as simple as a one-horse race or a two-horse race. It was more like a three-horse race.
And this is what makes it more that, because City Kings and Marties drew 1-1 on Saturday.
Marties, I don't know, Shamiel. I don't know.
I think we need to get Coach Des.
I think we need to speak to Coach Des.
Ask him what is going on.
No, listen. I think every team has a wobble, but I think theirs has been a full game now.
Yeah.
Where they had the stream in their hands. Now it's out of their hands again. Yeah. But I'm sure they're gonna turn the corner. I think they got the quality there.
Yeah. Clearwood against Oriented Birds, I think that's expected. 3-1 win there.
Yeah, with Oriented Birds, they've picked up some nice results. I think they are relatively, I would say, not safe yet, but they're getting there. Yeah. And listen, Clearwood, always a tough proposition. And when we look at the log, we see how things are hotting up now, Shamiel.
How many games are left in this stream?
Most teams, if they play 12 games, they've got 4 games left. They play 11 games, they've got 5 games left. So it's almost time, right? It's about a month left.
Then if you look at the log, then Oriented Birds are probably safe, because only one team going down.
Yes, one goes down, yeah. They're almost there, I think.
So let's start at the bottom of the log there with the ABC Motsepe B as we look at the log. Battalions, that dreaded spot, 3 points out of 10 games. City Kings are above them with 8 points with 12 games, and Zizwe with 9 points and 9 games. And then top of the log, we've got now Grassy Park United, 24 points, and then Marties in second spot, but Marties with a game in hand.
Yeah, Marties 2 points behind with 22, and even Clearwood was third spot with 21.
Yeah.
Marties and Clearwood.
So we have 3 teams in the top spot if you look at it like that.
Yeah, pretty
much.
Potentially, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's now 3-horse race. I think Hout Bay's loss has pretty much dragged them a little bit away from it with the number of games that are left. But I think it's going to end up being Grassy Park, Marties, and Clearwood. And fortunately or unfortunately for the supporters, it's going to come boil down to those 2 games.
Yeah.
Grassy Park away at Marties and Grassy Park away at Clearwood. I think that will decide the stream winners.
Yeah, and the GP's next game is against Marties. So yeah, that will be a nice game.
That'll be a nice game.
Okay, so that's your ABC done and dusted. Now we get to the Hollywood Bets Regional Men's League.
The craziest league in the country.
Do not get confused here again.
There are a lot of results.
Where were we last?
I think we were last on Tuesday the 19th. I think we did the Greenwood Woodlands game. We said it was 2 hours there. We talked about that last week.
Okay.
And then we hit the public holiday the 21st. That's when we played.
Right. Okay. So here we go. 21st, Cape Town City versus Trinitarians. 9-2.
Yeah, no, listen. We were playing, I think we kicked off, an hour or 2 after that game.
Yeah, that was an early game, 1 o'clock.
And I think the result came through before our kickoff against Greenwood. Yeah. I got to tell you, Shamiel, Thursday was hot. And we kicked off at 3 o'clock and it was already 36 degrees at 3 o'clock still. Yeah. There was no wind. We had water breaks. I don't know. I think maybe, Cape Town City, the AstroTurf, it gets very warm.
Oh, it's hot.
And you got the heat from the weather. Listen. Big result, 9-2. Either way you look at it, that's a big result. So City are now on the run.
Yeah, so I gave Coach Byron a call, find out what happened. Is that the right score, firstly? And then he was saying, yeah, look, it's a total rebuild for them. Obviously, a lot of the boys have gone up to the Disky. And he was happy. Sort of thought things just came together that day. So Yeah, one of those things. Like we'll see what happens with them. Then the next game there, Vasco da Gama, Greenwood, 1-0 win for you guys.
Yeah, listen, like I said, it was hot. Conditions were tough game. Greenwood set up very well. We've been speaking about Greenwood improving over the last couple of weeks. Very nice team. Yeah, listen, we got the goal, I think, with about 11 minutes to go.
Oh,
we had chances to score. I just think second half, I think we were just a little bit more, we had the edge, I think, second half with the heat and also used to our field being heavy. And yeah, we got the result. At the end of the day, Shamiel, just about getting the result now.
Yeah, and then 8 goals scored in this game. Seaside Spurs against Matroosfontein. Unfortunately for Seaside, they're not getting the 3 points at home, but Matroos doing a good job.
5-3. Yeah, listen, a lot of goals there.
Yeah.
In Ocean View, if you were in Ocean View this weekend, you saw a lot of goals.
Yeah,
and a lot of good results. Good win for Matroos, eh? Even though Tariq Hamildin is not steady, as I saw him play in the Bale yesterday.
Okay.
They've got other guys putting the ball in the back of the net.
Cool, that's good. Then Silver Spurs winning Jomos, they 3-1. That was played at, obviously, in Cape Town at Reigate. And then...
Rushan again. Rushan Abrahams with 2 goals.
Look, he's playing again now.
Yeah, he's back from suspension. You can see the results have turned. Silver Spurs had lost their previous 2.
Yeah. And then the other game, I was at this game, Camps Bay versus Premier United. Took a drive out of the Meadows.
Was it windy?
No, I think it was, but I got me a little spotchy there by the pedal.
Always windy in Camps Bay.
Yeah, I think I know where to sit now when I go there, out of the wind. Just in the sun, though, that was the only problem. But yeah, I was sort of surprised. I mean, going to go watch Camps Bay in Premier, I thought, okay, Camps Bay sort of struggling, sort of in the relegation zone. Didn't play like that, eh? Didn't play like a team that's in the relegation zone. Had a player sent off, Stellenboom.
Yes.
Yeah, half time. And I think when that happened, that sort of changed the game a bit. Camps Bay did go up 1-0. Premier then got a penalty late in the first half. And then half-time 1-1, and then obviously Hanif got sent off. But then Camps Bay came out and just pressed, defended for their lives, got the goal, 2-1.
Okay.
Good goal also, well-worked goal. And then, actually both their goals was actually well-worked goals. And then, and they held on, man. That's all they did.
That's a good result for them,
no,
man.
It's good.
Especially when you see the results coming up with the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Big result for Camps Bay, that.
Yeah, that's a good result. So, yeah.
And listen, Premier had won, I think, 6 or 7 in a row before then.
Yeah.
So it was a good result.
But I was looking at the Premier side also. So remember, I think, we watched Premier. I think I was, you were with me. I watched Premier.
I think you watched the one game against Greenwood. Yeah. I watched them against Cape Town City.
And they were also a bit, okay, Fernal wasn't there.
Yeah.
I think that was maybe a telling part for them. But yeah, a lot of the same players, but just, maybe it was the field, first of all.
Yeah, because they play on national turf and they train on national turf.
And the field is not, I think the field is not good for either side.
No.
Because Camps may look like they want to play, but it's not, it doesn't allow it. But anyway, yeah, I enjoyed.
We played against Camps Bay last month. And I personally thought if they were a team that trained and played on the AstroTurf, they'd be much higher up the log.
Yeah, well,
because they look like a team that wants to play.
Yeah.
And I don't think the field is conducive. But listen, it's their home ground. There's nothing we can do.
Anyway, so then the other game there, Trinis and Giles won. And Trinis getting that's a good win against Giles won.
Trinis
bouncing back after the Cape Town City 9-2.
Yeah, good result.
Good result, 2-0 against Giles won. That was an Itzach. Anything to say about that game?
No, good result.
Saxon Rovers and Ocean View. Saxon, they 5-0 win. That's not a surprise.
Saxon's still going, eh?
Yeah, Saxon's are on your case.
They're on everybody's case.
Yep.
I think I always said, watch out for Saxons. I think you can actually see how the log is developing into a top 4 battle. And I think Saxons is the informed team at the moment.
And here's one of those games that you always call a 6-pointer.
Yeah, boy.
Woodlands 1-0 win over FC Houtbay.
Big result for Woodlands.
That's massive.
We played there on Sunday. We'll get to that result just now.
Yeah.
Not easy to beat Woodlands. Houtbay, it's getting to the point now where they need to start winning.
Yeah.
But Woodlands, thoroughly deserve the points that they got this weekend at home. And I hope it's not too little, too late.
Too late, yeah.
But, the gap is still there between the third bottom and which we'll get to with the fourth bottom. Yeah.
And then Wanderers getting a 1-0 win over Goal 50. That's a good win.
Sure. Goal 50, the brakes have been put on them for the, then. Wanderers at home, I always say Nyanga, Wanderers, watch them.
Yeah. Then Cape Town City and Crystal Palace. 5-1 win.
Sure, I never expected that, Shamiel. Crystal Palace was second on the log going into the weekend. Sure, Cape Town City had beaten Trinis 9-2. Yes, I knew that, but I know Crystal Palace very streetwise, experienced players. Coach Bradley would have set them up in a way where they wouldn't have allowed City to play. I believe it was 1-1 halftime. Okay. So those 4 goals came in the second half.
Okay.
And again, you know, it was quite warm on Sunday. The wind, the AstroTurf. I know I don't want to make excuses, but you know, I think Cape Town City have scored 14 goals in 2 games. You can't like take that away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they also in that.
Yeah, definitely. And then Woodlands getting a 4-4 result against Vesco. That's probably the most goals you guys have conceded this season. Is it?
In a game?
In a game?
Yeah.
Is it?
It was the most. I also think it's one of, besides the Ocean View game when we won 7-0, it's also the most we've scored. So, so you look at that and you think, as a coach, you know, listen, I've got to say, I was a bit disappointed in how we conceded a lot of the goals. Listen, they scored a quality free kick, top corner. I don't think our keeper had a chance with that. But the other 3 goals, I thought we could have defended a little bit better. But listen, I can't take away from my guys. You know, we were always behind. So we were 1-0 down. We came back 1-1.
Okay.
They were 2-1.
So were on the front.
Yeah, we were 2-2 half-time. We came back to 2-2 just before half-time. Then we scored 3-2 about 15 minutes into the second half. We went 3-2 up. They scored 3-3. And then with about 2 minutes to go, they scored to make it 4-3. Huge celebration. All the Woodlands were cheering and running on the field, which was great to see. If you're a Woodland supporter, not great for me. And then my boys have showed character, Shamiel. You know, 92nd minute, it was a goalmouth scramble and it was a brilliant shot into the corner. And we got to 4-4. And I still thought we had a free kick in the end where we could have maybe made something of it and made it 5-4.
Wasn't to be.
But, you know, there's sometimes you go and you get a result. I've had some bad draws this season, to be honest, where we should have won the game.
We had quite a few draws.
But listen, quite a few, yeah. At 92nd minute and you're away at a team that is fighting, they're fighting. I mean, they were fighting. They played extremely well. You know, for a team that's been where they are now on the log, you think to yourself, after Sunday's performance against us, I thought, what are they still doing there? You know what I mean? They should be a lot higher on the log. But I think it's a good point for us. I think, you know, people might look at it and say, oh, Woodlands were in the relegation zone, you should have won the game, whatever. Like I always say, in this league, no game is taken for granted.
No ways, yeah.
And, you know, sometimes, like I told my players afterwards, I said, that point could be important for us.
You never know, in the bigger scheme of things.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Woodlands, those 2 points dropped by us scoring in injury time might have been,
for them
a bad thing, you know. But listen, at the end of the day, I got a point.
Yeah. And also, then well done to Woodlands for getting a point against the log leaders.
Yeah, they got 4 points on the weekend, which is great for them.
Jomos and Matruus. Jomos getting a 2-1 win there at Saxon. That's a good win for them. And
you know, people don't understand or look at stats. You know, as a coach in the league, I obviously look at stats and things like that. Jomos have only lost 1 game at home whole season.
Oh, is it? Okay.
And if you look at that stat, you suddenly think to yourself, sure. And the majority of their points, I would say about 90% of their points are at home.
Yeah.
And that, you know, Matruus had just come off that 5-3 win against Seaside, and everyone thought, oh, Matruus is on the run. They humbled us the previous week. They humbled Matruus. Jomos away, never easy.
Well done to Jomos. Then Ocean View getting a good win here against Gold 52-1. That was a shocker.
Yeah. Don't know who you must ask for comment on that. I don't think I want to comment. But
why? What happened? What do you know that we don't know?
No, if you see social media, quite a couple of comments on people disappointed with officiating and stuff. But you know, listen, Ocean View needed the points.
Yeah.
Ocean View at home, I've said, if you're going to go to Ocean View now, it's going to be tough. Same as Woodlands, same as Hout Bay. Those 3 teams are fighting. They're fighting for their status. So it's never easy. And Ocean View, you know, even though they got a bad result against us and a bad result against Saxons, they're not a bad team. They actually play very nice ball. And at home especially, I think the AstroTurf suits them, obviously because they train on there.
Yeah.
And I think the crowd make a big impact. And I think they need the crowd to lift them for the rest of the season.
But that then tells you something about this league. So of all 3 teams, of all the 4 teams that's in this relegation zone, we've said for all of them, that they actually can play. They look like a team.
Everybody can.
No, but they look like a team that's not supposed to be. But that tells you how strong or either strong or inconsistent this league is, because they're at the bottom of the log and they, you know,
100%. And that's why I always say, you never take a game for granted in this league. I mean, you even look at Greenwood. You know, Greenwood went on a run, but Greenwood is still, now with the wins of the teams below them, Greenwood the next 2 games are important for Greenwood, important for Camps Bay, important for Trinis. They are still sort of around the fringes of that relegation zone, so it's not easy anymore. You know, and you know, if you win 3 or 4, yes, you get out of it, but the others win, they're still there.
So let's look at that log right now. FC Hout Bay, bottom of the log, 15 points. Woodlands, second bottom with 18 points, both playing 24 matches. Ocean View played one game more, 25 matches with 20 points. And Camps Bay, 15th spot, 25 matches played, 26 points. And we can actually go on.
Yeah.
Greenwood, 28 points, so they 14th. 13th is Trinitarians on 29 points. And notice the points difference is 1 or 2. Then Jomo's 12th position with 31 points.
Yeah.
JL Zwane with 31 points, 11. Now we're in the top 10, and there's a bit of a breather. Wanderers, 5 points difference, 36 points. But then it still remains tight in the top 10.
Yeah, I
Seaside,
think, yeah.
36.
Yeah.
Should I go on? We're doing all.
Yeah, we're doing them all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seaside 9th for 36, yeah.
Then Goal 50, 37. Silver Spurs, 37. Premier in 6th, 38. And then there's a bit of a breather. 5th spot, 42. Crystal Palace, 4th spot. It was Matrus with 42. And then Crystal Palace with 44. City, 45. Saxon, 47. And Esco de Karma, 51.
Yeah, listen, that's, Shamiel.
Just went through. I can't believe we did the whole lot.
We did a whole lot. Well done. I was quite impressed. And I didn't even take a breath in between. No, but seriously though, if you look, Jomo's have got 31 points. I always say 36 in this league, you're pretty much safe.
Okay.
If you look at Woodlands, you say look at Ocean View, third bottom with 20. They've got 9 games left. You know, if they win 6 of those, or 5 of those, or 6 of those, they're on 38 points. So I'll say 36, you should be okay. But, you know, they're not there yet. And I mean, and I always say, even Greenwood, you know, if they lose 1 or 2 in a row now and the others win, you know, they're suddenly in it. You know, and that's the nature of this league, man. Even the top. If you're on top of the log and lose 2 games, you suddenly go from 1st to 3rd. You know, we've seen that the whole season. We Cape Town City were ahead, and Vasco was ahead, and Palace was ahead, and Saxons were, it was like, you know, and I think now with 9 games to go, it's a sprint now. Even though it's a marathon season, we're now into the sprint. After the Easter break is when all the teams are now start going.
Okay, guys, so that's, again, with the 3rd division. We're not going to give you the fixtures now. We'll, if you want to have a look at it, most of them are up on the website for this weekend, www.thefourthmoment.co.za. Go have a look at the fixtures and the logs. If you missed my rant there on the 3rd division log, go check it out there. And check also the ABC, the full logs there.
And sorry, and remember, when we're back next weekend, it is a double header.
Is it?
So that's going to be very important to see how things go again. Another double header, Shaman.
For next weekend?
Yeah, next weekend, yeah.
Okay. Then, a couple of things we missed last week was the Unity Cup. We didn't actually talk about that. So, yeah, I'm going to say well done to, I think Ubuntu won it.
Yeah, Ubuntu won the one section, yeah.
Who won the other section? I can't remember now.
It'll come to me eventually, but yeah.
Come. This is what you're here for.
I know, but I wasn't here this weekend.
Okay, so well done to all the guys there at Greenwood for the LFC and hosting the tournament and having a successful tournament. And the teams that won, well done to them. And then this weekend, obviously, Bale is on. We've got the Trinitarians tournament under 14.
Under 14, that's at Symphony Park.
Yep.
And just down the road from the Bale.
Yes, and then we've got the Fleetwood tournament, which is out in Fredo Townside Gardens. Also, I actually made a bit of a mess. I thought the Gathering Gaka tournament was this weekend, but it was actually last weekend. So, yeah, I missed that one. Sorry about that. But, yeah, I think there's a lot of football available.
There's a lot of football. And obviously a lot of teams still playing preseason friendlies and stuff for the LFA season. I know Cape Town Tigerberg starts on the 5th.
Yes.
So that, you know, that's also starting. So guys, you know, send us to your fixtures on all the LFAs, when you're going to start. And yeah, obviously we're keen to look at the under 16 section, the top section, you know, in the under 16 division, obviously for our Super Cup. So we'll be coming around, visiting the LFAs, having a chat with the guys and looking at some games. So yeah, listen, you know, at this year starting, Shama, we thought we're going to have a little bit of a break. It's just going, eh?
No, it's just going. Yeah, LFA, Porter there, Coach Andrews mentioned, LFA, send us your fixtures and stuff. Maybe we can do that for next week if you got it done in time. And then I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Other than that, enjoy the weekend, long weekend. Back at work on Tuesday.
Yeah, enjoy the Bale. If you're going to the Bale, you'll see us there. Say hello to us when you see us.
I think I'll be sort of everywhere.
Yeah, no, me too.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to make all the tournaments this weekend. Guys, until next week, cheers. Oh, before we go, we must say thanks to Vecchio, our apparel sponsor.
Vecchio, yes.
And GSM Roofing for helping us do streaming when we do the streaming. And now, until next week, cheers.
Cheers.